I've set you up in this location because I wanted to show you this blowdown. If you was out here, this goes along with Don't Build a Shelter, spend a lot of time on a shelter, that series that I was working on. But here's one of the reasons. If you come across a blowdown like this, it would take no more than 4 or 5 minutes to trim out enough limbs to get in there, hang up your tarp or hang up your mylar blanket tarp, and then build a fire out in front of that, and you have got a beautiful shelter for the night without spending a lot of work to do it. So you don't want to spend time. Usually by the time you figure out you're in trouble, it is late in the day, and if you spend a couple of hours building a shelter, you're going to get tired and you're going to get wet. And here, another thing makes this location nice, if you were looking for it, is not only do you have the blowdown there with all the wood that is on there for a campfire, over in this direction, there was a blowdown over here. I'll take you over closer. That thing is covered with pencil lead size tinder for building a fire. Perfect. It's within 10 feet of where you'd have your campfire and where you would have your shelter built. And the other thing, I'll spin you around again. Over here on this side, look at the blowdowns out there. More blowdowns. Blowdowns mean kindling, they mean shelter, they mean firewood that is close by. It is generally dead and dry. So within 30 feet of this site, you have more than enough campfire wood here to spend a week, forget about a night. So, and then you've got this tree that fell down that gives you all kinds of shelter opportunities without building a lean-to. That's why I say, don't build a shelter, and this is why not. I have brought you over to this blowdown. It's close to, it's the one I was pointing at just a few seconds ago, but I wanted you to see all of the fine pencil-size twigs and sticks on that blowdown. You grab them limbs off there, you will have a raging fire. And then just because it's a good old blowdown, but if you can see right at the top of it, it is covered with pine cones. You pull them pine cones off there and stick them in your fire when you're first building it, and that thing will go to be a blowtorch within seconds. So right here we've got shelter, we've got more than enough firewood, so within an hour to 2 hours you will be comfortably spending the night. So I wanted to just add this into my last little series because this would make a great spot to spend the night. And over there is them 3 trees that fell down that created that nice lean-to effect all by itself. I just wanted to give some perspective to what this is. You've got 3 trees that have fallen. You can trim out all of these limbs here and get yourself right in there with your mylar top, and you would have a great shelter with your campfire setting here. There is no way that you would not be comfortable here tonight if you had to spend the night in this kind of a shelter area. It's all here, it's all natural, and it was pre-made. So as you're hunting or as you're, whatever you're doing, you're hiking, you keep in the back of your mind spots like this. Where could I hunker down if I had to? And that way, if it does happen, you already know where there's a good spot, or you know where there's a spot close by. You continually are looking for fire sources, tinder, and where could you hunker down if you had to. Sometimes emergencies come up quick. Sometimes they're not. You just don't have time to do anything except seek shelter. This would be one of those great spots if you had to. Right over your head, you can do the test if it's good or not. You hear it snap, that means it's good, solid firewood, nice and dry, ready to go. Right over your head, probably more than enough right here in this tree. So that's what I love about a spot like this. I just wanted to take a minute while I was at this tree. This is that limb stuff that I got off that blowdown that I told you, lots and lots of pencil size limbs and stuff. I just wanted to show you what a blowtorch this is and how easy it is to get a fire lit here. I've laid down a pan because I'm not camping here. I'm gonna take a little piece of birch bark here that I have. I'm gonna light this birch bark, and then this was right off the tree. I haven't done a thing to it. So if I was coming out of a beaver bog or something like that that I've gotten wet in, this is the kind of stuff that I'd be looking for because it's fast. And then I would reach in and I'd get my flint and steel lighter out. I would light my piece of birch bark that I have in my pack. Then you take this stuff here is honest. It's like a torch. Nothing fancy there. You see that? Now you watch that fire. I've been all of maybe 30 seconds. Maybe 30 seconds. And I've got all the firewood that I can grab and put on there. Hear that snap? Now, tell me that's not some good tinder. That's the type of stuff that I'd be looking for if I was in an emergency situation and I come across a tree like this. Within seconds, you've got a warming fire. That's where having the knowledge will save you when you're in trouble as far as hypothermia and all of that. Just knowing the different materials that are out here waiting for you. So I just wanted to show you how easy it would be to build a fire out of this one blowdown where my campsite is just feet away. There's the blowdown. I hope. Hard to see in these cameras during the daytime. There's the blowdown. I took my limb right from there. There's 40 feet of pencil-sized lead right there. And there's my fire. Seconds. Dying down, it burns fast. But you got 40 feet of tree. Grab some bigger stuff while you're going, and then before long you'll have a full-fledged fire.